Anyway, it was like the helicopter and it was like the helicopter and stuff. Like I said, I fully 100% understand why that is, you know, most like first-time players' brick wall, because I am going to be that guy. This game kind of does have a problem where a bunch of shit on your first playthrough is kind of miserable because you literally don't know anything. And I feel the game doesn't... Yes, you see, there's the jetpack birdie. I thought they appeared in this section, that was why I...
couldn't remember...
Though, again, section was out a ring, so because the section was out a ring...
I'm just...
I know what you're
instead
doing.
of speeding through the mission, I'm just taking a minute to get some extra points.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, get down here, you jackass!
That's what I was going to say when you...
one hit.
When you have sections like this that aren't ranked, I was going to bring it up because they're, you know, not ranked. You're not, like...
Also!
You're not on a timer.
If you auto-dock, if you just dock while fighting, high attacks automatically miss you. So if an enemy doesn't immediately get dizzy, they're probably going to do a low attack, and that's, like, really consistent. But I'm taking an extra minute to fight.
What I was going to bring up about the whole, like, thing with points is that when you... in sections when you're not ranked, because of that, if you want to, you can, like, sort of milk the enemies for points a bit, like how... You can sort of milk the enemies for, oh, so close. For points, like... The game will...
It's fine.
The game will eventually stop giving you points for this, but you'll notice you get a small amount of points every time you dodge an enemy. When a section is unranked, because of that, you could literally just sit there, continuously dodging enemies to get, like, a small amount of points. I think it's like...
If you hold fast and slow, you run normal and slow world.
Yeah. I think it's like 4 or...
I wanted to show that.
Hmm.
If you hit them through film,
yes,
they collect it.
Yes. A lot of sections where you'll look at film and think, how am I supposed to get that? That's how you get it. And I think it was an enemy, if you dodge the same enemy, I think it's 5 times they stop giving you...
I think it's 5.
So, again, you know...
Playing this a little bit slower because I just want to maximize my points. Just try to get some stuff. Which is fine. But in this case, I just want to show off the best thing. Bye! So long, suckers! Slide kick is faster than running.
Yeah.
Like, ridiculously faster than running. No, like, stupid ridiculously.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other points. Yeah, like I said, a lot of stuff in the game, because the game never...
Oh, we'll cover shit as we...
really tells you it. A lot of shit is kind of you sort of just have to learn it. And I have, you know, criticized...
When you have that target, you can get multipliers and send things flying. On lower difficulties, speed can defeat those guys pretty consistently.
Yeah. Another thing about speed, and it's funny given how I just talked about the game doesn't tell you things, when you use Mach speed enough, you'll set on fire and get that red, like, orange glow around you. When you have that glow around you, I believe you do more damage.
I think... Yeah, I believe you do. I think that was it.
Like, when you threw a punch there, because of the glow, the punch had this, like, sort of fire after effect to it.
Damn it. So long, sucker! See, you're like marginally fast. Speed also sets things on fire.
Yeah. When things are on fire, I believe they will take a very small amount of chip damage after a certain amount of time. It's not like continuous. It would be like a few seconds and then the damage pops, but it's not really worth it. The thing with speed you want to use speed for is...
We'll have enough for that soon, but I'm going to go ahead, spend most of my points again to get some extra ammo. Throughout the next few levels, we're going to get a lot of points. And on one of the next levels, if I fail at something, I might literally ask you to reset the game because there's a really good... But first, boss level.
Alright, what I was going to say was speed. What you want to use speed for is you notice when like hitting something you create after images. The after images can do chip damage to things. Also, that coffin says Enzo.
Okay.
Remember, Kamiya, it's all connected.
Yes.
This is also a Western-style vampire, but all the shit around his coffin is, I believe, like Shinto stuff.
Yes. And no, this game does not offer subtitles.
Just like the original Devil May Cry, even the Japanese version used English audio, so that's why the bosses in both of these games are unlegible, because the Japanese audience couldn't understand them anyway. And I've tried searching the internet for someone to, like, using an emulator, dig into the game's, like, files to get the audio files and remove the filters, but I can't fucking find it. It might be out there somewhere. Though, because this game doesn't have terrible audio mixing, mostly, we'll get to it, I think the bosses in this are way more understandable than in Devil May Cry 1.
That was a boss.
If you don't do that...
That's for you, bud!
If
I told a specific streamer that you could do that, and they were like, I want to see what you're talking about. That.
If you don't do that, the way the boss's name is Charles III, the way the Charles III fight is supposed to work,
if you punch him,
if you jump up and punch him, he'll become a swarm of bats. If you have the red hot kick, you can use that to knock him down. If you don't have that, the way you're supposed to knock him down is he'll shoot a like sonic wave, because it is Capcom, it probably is a Sonic Boom reference. After he does that, he'll then do a drill move up into the ceiling to knock stalactites down. You have to uppercut those into him to ground him, and then you can deal damage when he's grounded. Again, and if you're actually fighting him normally, he will, when his health, I believe, gets low enough, do the drill attack vertically instead of horizontally. When he does it vertically, if you slow the attack down, you can actually punch him out of it, and when he gets to, I think it's his last 25% of health, he actually starts shooting like 2 of the rings. Or it was like 3. But most people just do that, so I have literally never seen that fight do half of this shit.
And this is the level that if something goes screwy,
I know,
I might literally reset for one specific reason. So you might see some repeated commentary, meaning I might give myself a cut point, because this one thing is just really fucking useful. Don't know what we're doing. I mean, I can play the game well enough.
Yes.
As I build up some points.
The next thing we should probably try to get is the red hot kick, and then after that, the turbocharger.
Basically, we'll get there when we get there. Secret battle over here. There it is. Oh, damn it.
Bitch! scrub detected.
I literally ducked. That's the funny part.
Yeah, but you didn't duck fast enough.
It's fine.
Man.
Alright.
Also, something else funny because
There's a hidden V film.
which is why this was
Over here.
If you collect all the V film in an episode, you get a big point bonus at the end. It's just a point bonus. You do not need to collect all the V films to get high ranks.
No, you don't.
Again, it's just there for bonus.
And also because of just other habits, I'm trying to do shit I can't. Damn it, game. Fight some. I love the core horn solo.
Yeah, it's actually in the like music.
Oh, yeah.
Like talking about the icon, the thing hadn't fully brought up the icon. One, if you look in the manual, it's called a rock on, and that's because of the whole Japanese R and L thing.
Oh yeah. My firework puts a fire on him, that's funny.
Good. The one icon...
It really does set everything on fire.
Yes.
Huh.
The one icon is the...
Hold on, there's two...
Lock-on or rock-on.
Punch.
Like,
punch him,
most
punch him,
enemy
punch
types,
him. Hold on. I hate... Sometimes I get...
Yes, I know.
blindsided. Sometimes I get blindsided.
Yeah, it's basically what I was going to say.
I was trying to not get blindsided.
What I was going to say was the icon,
And yeah.
And because they have a bunch of Red Hot Kick.
Oh wait.
We didn't buy it yet.
Yeah.
That's why I say
Said we should.
Those are normally the first two upgrades you should get because those
I'm used to having the red hot kick.
Because those are your two movement upgrades.
We'll probably get that next, man.
Anyway, the lock-on shit, the way you get that icon on enemies is when you dodge them and they're dizzy like that and the game says slow. That's what causes the icon, which is what causes the enemy to launch. However, if you're trying to either go for score or you just want to get a lot of points to buy shit, you actually shouldn't do what you've been doing. You should damage the enemy a little bit naturally. And then at like the last hit of the combo,
or if you get a big enough chain to knock enemies into each other a lot, just back and forth.
Oh, in scenarios when a bunch of shit is clustered together, that's when you...
There's a very specific thing that can be done in this level.
Yeah.
My young apprentice, this is your last trial. If you overcome this trial, you will have acquired the last power. Now let's get this over with. Come and get it.
Just go for it!
Hold on. Oh, damn it. Hold on.
Because you actually have like barely timed out of the VFX powers, haven't brought up yet. When you time out like that and turn back to normal, you take increased damage. So, yeah, don't do that.
Hold on. That battle used to give me so much crap.
Joe, I have nothing more to teach you.
I've seen so many people struggle on that one.
Flourish from
Oh, like...
No, I mean, I was kind of, cheeky.
and save this world.
Oh, like, the start of this game, much like, you know, all like Kamiga's other games, I think the start is kind of rough.
Hero-ness.
Yeah, but boomerangs in...
And now I have the last VFX power, Zoom. Which an aspect of Zoom the game does not...
I'll cover it. Hold on.
Hold on, there are a few things the game technically...
Ah.
Well, one, there are a few things the game technically does not tell you.
During Zoom, if you hold the button,
Yeah, if you
he does a
hold-
combo known as the Red Hot 100.
So something else was that because you were doing...
What?
Something else was that because you were doing Zoom on its own, or Zoom in speed. You only get Viewtiful points for that if you do the Red Hot 100 in slow. If you do it on its own, or do
Yes.
it when speeding up, you don't get any points. But when you do it in normal speed or speed up, because, and this is the second thing about Zoom the game does not tell you, besides not, like, besides the game not telling you about the Red Hot 100, when you are zoomed in, you deal 1.5 times damage, but not just you, anything...
It is a universal multiplier to all forms of damage.
Okay, saying it like that makes it sound like it's the enemies, it's anything that hurts enemies, like punching the gun enemies' bullets back, that...
And you can Red Hot 100 in the air.
Yeah.
I've had people argue with me that you can. Bitch, you can!
Nah,
Strongest hit in the game.
no.
Hit
Yeah,
with the laser beams.
besides the, like, Bianco ability, because it's the name of the cowboy enemies, besides punching their bullets back, the other thing you've had an opportunity...
I think it's, Blanco ability. I think it's a play, again, on white, because,
Yes,
like,
it is.
Bianco Hills and Mario Sunshine is the White Hills.
Yes. Because that's the...
Colloquially known as where we live.
Because that's the Mario game that decided to have a bunch of Italian in it for some reason.
Spin kick! I hate these bats, I hate these bats. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I don't like doing
well, the bats in this section, they're just purely there to annoy you. They actually don't deal any damage, right?
Spinning is laser proof. Damn it.
I
Case
was
in
going,
point.
I was going to after explaining more was like after explaining more with the zoom multiplier and shit is that
Woohoo! That spin kick has a lot of weird, funky iframes, and the badge more just grab you to make
like I
you
said, they're more there to be
annoying. Oh, basically.
Anyway, it was like the zoom damage multiplier. Something else was that
If you defeat a bunch of the bats and the enemies in here, you get a good bit of bonus V-film.
basically the Verde enemies, and they haven't really done this because you killed them too fast, they'll sometimes fire a missile. If you zoom,
Oh, we'll cover the...
if you zoom in when you like hit the missile back, they again it will do more damage. That's why I said it's anything that can hurt the enemies. When you zoom in, they will take more.
Plus weird other...
Plus some weird other shit. Now, anyway, was the spin kick. The zoom spin kick, that move right there, it is immune to projectiles and elemental damage.
Save the background.
Like, we haven't encountered any of the elemental damage yet. There's things we'll find later, but the spin kick, it's immune to those, again, and
Give me that point.
immune to projectiles.
There it is.
Trying to think of other, like...
Have to completely explain pumping in a minute, because I've been just doing it, not bringing it up. Tiny slots!
Because you just got zero, so they want you to...
Damn it, Joker. Oh,
Like, that's the other thing.
While they're tiny, you can zoom in and see it better, but you don't.
Especially if you zoom and slow. But you don't need it. Especially on a flat screen like this, though, that's also one of those you have to sit there and remember this game was designed for 2 TVs, so this little gimmick here would have been designed for TVs that were smaller, so I wonder how...
I want the coins.
So I wonder how easy it is to see this on a tube TV. Anyway, with the thing you call pumping, it's a technique known as red hot canceling, because that if you hold the punch button, that combo move Joe does is called the Red Hot 100. If basically the Red Hot 100 is punching something and you press down, that will reset the combo. So if you keep tapping down, you keep only doing the first hit of the combo, and because it's the first hit, it repeatedly keeps coming
out faster.
It gives you more DPS.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, if you ever played Viewtiful Joe before, were you aware that the Red Hot 100 existed, or did you not know about the Red Hot 100? The first game never actually mentions the Red Hot 100 is a move. You need to figure that out on your own, or have somebody tell you that you can do the Red Hot 100. That move is basically the single strongest damage dealing combo in the game. Whenever you have slow active during the Red Hot 100, otherwise the basic zoom in version of the Red Hot 100 really is not that great when it comes to damage. You really do need to mix the zoom multiplier and the slow multiplier in order to make the Red Hot 100 hit incredibly hard. Overall, the damage you deal when doing that is really good, especially if you learn to do Red Hot 100 pumping, or as Carson put it, Red Hot 100 canceling. Some people call it pumping, some people call it canceling, but the point is the same. You basically throw out the first hit over and over and over again, making the combo far, far stronger because you're hitting way faster than you should be able to. So overall, this move is incredible, but to get back to the question, I would love to know how many of you were completely unaware that the Red Hot 100 existed in the game at all, because the game does not point that move out. So if you played the game a lot like I did, you more than likely never realized that move existed. Even if you used the move accidentally, you probably didn't notice anything was different unless you were paying super close attention to Joe's attacking animations, because he has a unique set of animations that get used during the Red Hot 100. Most people that learn about the Red Hot 100 learn about it from some other source. I learned about it from watching speedruns, and they kept dropping that name, and I finally looked up the move and found a Wikipedia that mentions if you hold punch during zoom, you do the Red Hot 100. And the Wikipedia also mentioned the whole adding in slow makes the move hit way harder. And once I learned about that attack, I could easily play the lower difficulties because I realized the extra damage was exactly what I needed in order to easily beat the lower difficulties, and this also helped even out the higher difficulties because I finally had a move that could deal significant damage, and this became super useful when I attempted to beat the harder modes, because on those modes, the Red Hot 100 is basically required in order to deal enough damage to actually win. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.